Well, this is going to be a heck of a project. Hello and good morning. Welcome to another episode of AI Buzz. This one's going to be a little different today. We're gonna try to move one of my really old original projects that I made in Django over to a new web framework. Yeah, we're gonna dig this thing back up from the grave and see how it goes. Get the eyebrow in alignment. Let's start doing something. Let's give a quick little review of what this project used to be. It's called Sizzle.ai if you want to go check it out. Be one of my very few visitors. My vision for this used to be very grandiose. I was going to have an ultimate guide for every single type of machine learning model. And then my vision was these guides were going to be amazing, right? Yeah, that's not exactly how it turned out, as you can see. But, I launched a website. For that time in my programming career, I was happy with that. So we are going to take this website and we are going to transform this into something cool, because I need a place where I can build some really cool data science products and put them out there on the web for people to check out. I really like the full end-to-end design process of creating a data science product. So while I love machine learning and developing models and stuff, I actually like even more spending perhaps a little less time on tuning the models, but deploying it out there so that people could use it. My first task that I want to do with this is to really clean it up. I was thinking about migrating from Django to Flask. Right now it's written in Django. Django's pretty clunky. Flask is much more lightweight. We're still early on in the development of Sizzle.ai, apparently. So we can make decisions like that. We can port it over to Flask really easily, I'm sure. Well, this is going to be a heck of a project. But yeah, stay tuned. I will document it with you guys. Oh, cool. That is one really funny thing about going back and debugging some of my old projects that I found. I'll put hilarious print statements in there to see if things are working. I can do this. Pip install Flask should work now. Okay, so we have our revolutionary new application here. Vastly better than what I had already. Now we just need to try to run this thing. So let's navigate over to our project here, and if we do a little ls, we should just be able to do this and get our Flask server up and running. We're done. We're back with some programmer fuel. Okay, so I might actually have had the email communication set up in the Sizzle version. Man, I forgot how rusty I was with Flask. I thought I was a little better than this. Yikes. Doing is we can copy a lot of this. So one thing that I like to do here is let's create a dynamic route. And I'm looking at this tutorial right now. I have no idea how this is all going to come together. This is the real thought process here. I'm trying to show everything, and it's not pretty. All right, we are trying a new strategy. We are not moving this code from Django to Flask. This would have been a disaster. Plus, really, I guess what I wanted out of this was I want some blog functionality on Sizzle in addition to being able to put microservices out there. So we are going to create a blog from scratch in Flask and going to deploy it out there. Trying to refactor old code is a complete nightmare. I apparently had forgotten this. Every time I've tried to do this, it's ended the exact same way, and I should have just started from scratch in the beginning. I would like to follow the same style, but I am not going to be copying the code from Django to Flask. So Alright, so we have Redshift pulled up here. We are now going to try to create a database, and it looks pretty straightforward. I do not believe there is a free tier for Amazon Aurora, so we are going to Postgres, and we are using the free tier. Okay, so as you can see here, I have my Sizzle DB started, and within here I should have some login credentials, hopefully, that I will be able to use to connect, to it. Okay, so one library that I'm going to need within my virtual environment is PsychoPG2. It's going to allow me to connect to a Postgres database. Working through some of these issues is extremely time consuming, and a lot of times I'm not certain how to get around them, but I tried a bunch of different things, and the solution was to first install PostgreSQL within Conda. It then was able to find this config file that it wasn't able to find before, and then it allowed me to install PsychoPG2. So now we are able to call PsychoPG2 within here and go on our merry way. And what I'm going to do, which is a good practice, and you should do this too, is create a config file. So part of the reason of creating this config file is so that I can reference things within the code and not have to show you my master passwords. Let's take a step back, see what we have so far. So we have a Redshift database created. Now I want to use PsychoPG2 to just test inserting a record into it. By doing that, we are running into a issue here. So what I'm going to try to do is put my database on a public subnet within Amazon. This should allow me to connect to it from my local machine and test with it. One thing I need to be very careful of here is that there's password authentication to the database, so not just anyone will be able to do operations on it. Okay, I have no clue how databases work apparently. So what I did was I installed the Postgres app for Macs. So let's see if this has changed anything. Okay, so we have a victory to report. We have our app contacting our Redshift database successfully. So I believe this means that it created these columns within the actual database. Let's check to make sure that's true. Have a good day. Bye.